You wake up, before you even open your eyes fully, your hand reaches for the phone. Notifications, messages, reels, dopamine. Your brain lights up for a second, you feel alive. Then empty again, so you scroll more. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. By the time you finally get out of bed, your focus is already gone. And the truth is, it's not your fault. It's your brain chemistry. You've been hijacked by dopamine. In this video, you'll understand why you feel unmotivated, unfocused, and numb, and how dopamine is quietly running your life without you even noticing. But more importantly, you'll learn how to take your power back, how to reset your brain before it's too late. So, before we go deeper, if you're serious about building discipline, focus, and freedom from this addiction, tap that like button and subscribe, because this might just be the wake-up call your brain needs. Problem 1. The endless chase. You've been taught that happiness comes from stimulation, more entertainment, more scrolling, more everything, but your brain doesn't see it that way. Every time you open TikTok, check your phone, or even think of notifications, your brain releases a tiny drop of dopamine. Dopamine is not pleasure, it's anticipation, the chase. It's what pushes you to check your phone one more time, watch one more video, eat one more bite. You're not addicted to pleasure, you're addicted to the hunt for it, and because that hit is short-lived, you need more and more just to feel normal. It's not that life got boring, it's that your brain got overstimulated. The first fix is awareness. You can't fight what you can't see. Start noticing how often you reach for your phone, how often you look for quick rewards, music, snacks, reels, notifications. Every time you catch yourself doing it, pause for 2 seconds and just breathe. That pause on spama, that moment of awareness, is you taking control back. Dopamine loses its power the second you observe it instead of reacting to it. You don't have to quit everything right now. You just have to see it for what it is, like a loop, a trap, a pattern designed to keep you chasing. Problem 2. The dopamine crash. You've probably felt it before, that crash after scrolling for too long, that sudden emptiness after finishing a show, that weird guilt after wasting a day doing nothing. That's not depression, that's your brain recovering from overstimulation. See, when dopamine levels stay high for too long, your brain starts reducing receptors. It literally becomes harder for you to feel joy from simple things. You can't enjoy silence, you can't enjoy a walk, you can't enjoy reading anymore. Why? Because your brain has been trained to expect constant fireworks. And when life doesn't give you that, you feel numb. You start asking, what's wrong with me? But nothing's wrong with you. Your dopamine system is just burnt out. The solution? Give your brain a break. Not forever, just enough to reset. Start small. Pick one day this week and call it your dopamine detox day. Here's how it works. No social media, no video games, no junk food, no endless YouTube scrolling. You'll feel bored. You'll feel uncomfortable. That's good. That's withdrawal. Your brain adjusting to lower dopamine levels. Use that day to walk, read, write, think. Let your brain remember what peace feels like, because once your dopamine levels balance again, you'll start finding joy in the simplest things. A good meal, deep conversation, focused work, that's what real life is supposed to feel like. Problem 3. The new addiction. But here's the dangerous part. Once you start resetting, your brain will try to find a new source of dopamine. Maybe you cut social media, but now you binge motivational videos. Maybe you quit video games, but now you scroll through self-improvement tips all day. It's the same addiction, just disguised as productivity. You've just switched the drug, and dopamine doesn't care where it comes from, as long as it keeps you chasing. That's why people improve their habits yet still feel empty. They've changed the surface, not the system. The fix is not to kill dopamine, it's to control it. Use it with intention. Don't remove all pleasure from your life. Just make sure it serves your growth, not your escape. Here's the formula. Low dopamine input plus high dopamine output. That means consume less, create more, scroll less, move more, watch less, build more. When you train your brain to release dopamine through effort, not distraction, you'll start craving work that makes you proud, not pleasure that makes you empty. Problem 4. The modern trap. Every app on your phone is built by scientists who understand your brain better than you do. Every scroll, every ping, every ding sound is designed to give you a microdose of dopamine. And you are the lab rat. You think you're in control, but you're being conditioned, rewarded for staying distracted. And that's why it's so hard to focus on your goals, your studies, your dreams. Your brain has been trained to chase stimulation instead of satisfaction. The cost? Your time, your attention, your life. Solution 4. The fix. Build a dopamine discipline. Here's the truth. Dopamine isn't the enemy. It's the fuel for every achievement you've ever dreamed of. You just have to aim it correctly. Start tracking your dopamine hits. Ask yourself, is this action giving me short-term dopamine or long-term dopamine? Short-term dopamine is scrolling, junk food, gossip. Long-term dopamine is exercise, learning, creating, working on your dream. Both release dopamine, but one builds your life, the other destroys it. Once you understand this, you'll start to see the world differently. Every distraction becomes a test. Every craving becomes a choice. You'll realize you don't need to quit everything. You just need to take back control of where your attention goes, because attention is the real currency of your life. Where your attention goes, your future grows. Here's what nobody tells you. Dopamine isn't the problem. Distraction is. You don't need to eliminate dopamine. You need to retrain it. You've been taught to chase instant rewards, the ping, the click, the scroll, but now it's time to make dopamine work for you. Imagine this. You wake up and instead of checking your phone, you go for a walk, you breathe, you feel your body waking up with you. You come back, write down your goals, and start the day with intention. That tiny win gives you a dopamine hit, but it's earned, not given. That's the difference. Every time you complete a hard task, your brain releases dopamine as a reward for discipline, not distraction. And that's where freedom begins. You stop being controlled. You start creating, you stop chasing, you start leading. Your dopamine becomes your engine, not your enemy. The truth is, you don't have a focus problem. You have a dopamine management problem. Your mind was built for challenge, not comfort. And when you remove all challenge, your brain creates fake ones. That's why you chase likes. That's why you scroll endlessly. That's why you can't sit still. And if you're ready to take full control of your mind, to build discipline and focus like never before, then hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch the next video.